The following program is closed caption for the hearing impaired.
Unfortunately, it's probably one of the most severe cases of child abuse that I've seen in my career.
Up next on the KAPP Local News Hour, Ellensburg police are dealing with a shocking case of alleged child abuse. And some part-time faculty at YVCC are protesting unfair pay and working conditions. Plus, it's going to be chilly, but we could see some sunshine. Stay tuned. Your local news hour starts right now.
Your total news coverage of the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys. This is the KAPP ABC Local News Hour.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dana Cowley.
And I'm Issa Arnita. Tonight's top story, a community is shaken after an alleged case of child abuse.
We'll tell you how neighbors are dealing with the situation.
Why veteran police officers are stunned by the case.
And what charges a couple may be facing.
An Ellensburg couple is in jail tonight. They're expected to be charged with child abuse in the first degree. And a 17-month-old boy is in the custody of Child Protective Services.
It's a case that is shocking residents and law enforcement officers in the tight-knit community of Ellensburg. KAPP 35's Alex Peach was there today, and he joins us now with this report live in the newsroom.
Dana, Issa, in Seattle or Spokane, a case like this might not even make the news. But in Ellensburg, it's a bit different. The people who live there say things like this just don't happen.
It's probably one of the most severe cases of child abuse that I've seen in my career.
Captain Bob Ritchie has been on the Ellensburg police force for 27 years. Yesterday afternoon, his officers arrested 24-year-old Wilbur Allen in this apartment. The 17-month-old boy found inside was taken to Kittitas Valley Community Hospital. They treated him for a broken wrist, burns to his groin, deep bruises, and severe malnutrition. He only weighs 16 pounds. The boy's mother and Allen's girlfriend, 20-year-old Shannon Hostetter, was taken into custody at the hospital this morning.
We didn't see it, we heard it.
This isn't the first time police were called to the apartment. Jennifer Jaton lives upstairs. She says she called the police on November 2nd.
A man yelling at their son and really loud thumps. We assumed it was him hitting them.
Officers investigated, but Captain Ritchie says
The child appeared to be healthy and normal at that time.
when detectives returned yesterday, the boy's condition had worsened so much they could hardly recognize him. Ritchie says his officers are having a hard time dealing with the case.
It's always difficult when you deal with a case of this nature involving an assault against a child that's basically unable to help themselves, and then especially to handle one of to this magnitude is extremely difficult.
For neighbor Jaton, she's thankful she reported it.
I'm really glad we did, because we weren't sure if anything was going on, and I hate to think what would have happened if we hadn't called. It's good to know we had some part in bringing justice.
Now, we want to stress that neither Wilbur Allen or the child's mother, Shannon Hostetter, have been convicted of any crimes. They are, however, expected to be formally charged with child abuse in the first degree early next week. Now, the boy was released today from Kittitas Valley Community Hospital. He's in the care of Child Protective Services.
Sad, sad case. That is Alex Peach reporting live in the KAPP 35 newsroom.
Now, what are your thoughts about tonight's top story?
We'd like to hear from you. Email us at kappnews@kapptv.com, and we'll try to read your responses on the air.
Our weather expert Thom Spencer joins us now live from the Weather Center, and he says the chance of showers is easing off.
Absolutely right. The clouds have taken sort of a shift a little bit to the south of us. Let's take a look at the Doppler satellite, and you'll get a good idea of how they've moved down to the south. And so the rain is easing up and moving that direction, and hopefully so is the snow. We just have a slight chance of showers tomorrow, and we should see some sun breaks. Despite that, it's going to be on the cool side, just into the 30s. And good news about the winds, they will be a little bit lighter tomorrow as well. So it's shaping up to be a pretty good forecast, and I'll have more in just a bit.
Thanks, Tom. Well, if you live near Sadis Creek in the lower valley, you may want to keep an eye on the water level. The creek is causing the first flooding of the season. Water is spilling over the banks near the area of West Sadis Road. A long stretch of the road has been closed. It's completely covered by water. Mountain runoff is to blame for the high water. It's also forcing logs and other debris to pile up against some of the lower bridges. Crews are busy clearing that debris in an effort to keep the water flowing.
The city of Grandview has a new mayor. It's Mike Bren. He's a Grandview life insurance agent, and he's also been serving as a Grandview city councilman. Bren will replace Jesse Palacios. He's resigning so he can take over his newly elected post as Yakima County Commissioner. Bren will fill the remainder of Palacios' term, which is about 1 year. He says he's pleased with the support from the council and the staff, and he's going to continue Grandview on the path it's already on.
Yakima County Commissioners are getting ready to approve this year's amendments to its 2015 plan. Before they do that, though, they want to hear from you. The plan serves as a guidebook for county development over the next 20 years. A public hearing is scheduled for tonight. It'll be held at 6:30 in room 420 of the courthouse. Citizens have requested 9 map changes to the plan, which was originally adopted last year. It's not just huge companies like Macy's and JCPenney's that are using the internet to sell their products this Christmas. Right here in Yakima, you can find several businesses online. How about McBros Gift Pack Center? You can order some fresh Washington-grown apples right off the net. Another company taking advantage of this technology is Baby Joggers in Yakima. Anything found here in this building can also be found right here on your screen. Company leaders say they get about 50 emails a day from around the world. They send out 1,000 brochures a month in response to online customers. December is a big month for Baby Joggers.
More hits. A lot of people want to find out more about the joggers and find out about the dealers near them. And I email them back immediately. I try to email them once a day. If they email me, I email them back within the day. I get a lot of referrals to let them know where the closest dealer is to them. So it's a really exciting month.
Every year, more and more businesses jump on the internet to try and get more business.
Do you think teen pregnancy is a problem here?
Up next, a look at teen pregnancy and why it may not be as bad as some think.
La Nina continues to hammer the Northwest. I mean, it's just one downpour after.
Hey, Bob. Joe here. I'm afraid you're fired.
Bob, this is Sue. Goodbye.
Hey, Bob, it's Mike. I'm in Jamaica. Thanks again for that scratch ticket.
Scratch. Quite possibly the best gift ever.
Hi, Isaac Elf here, Isaac's Home Furnishings. We've been really busy here at Isaac's helping a special couple do their Christmas shopping.
I'm so glad we found Isaac.
You can have the confidence to pursue life with energy and enthusiasm. Best Friends in the Medical Center has a truly wonderful selection of prosthesis and bras for every size and personal preference. Affinity breast forms from Amona give you a look and feel that's beautifully natural. You can go anywhere, do anything, and wear any style of clothing with complete confidence. Enjoy life. See the certified fitters at Best Friends today.
Candy cane shakes from Burger Ranch. Happy holidays. Get your picture taken with Santa at your Yakima Mall and get a coloring book and crayons free. Merry Christmas from your Yakima Mall.
You're watching the Local News Hour with Dana Cowley and Issa Arnita, KAPP ABC.
At 5:07, it's now 38 degrees. Thom Spencer says we could see some snow tonight. He'll be back with the forecast in a few minutes.
Today, some part-time teachers turned out to protest unequal pay at Yakima Valley Community College. English teachers like Gail Perlman and Paula McMinn say they're frustrated because the part-time instructors make only 40% of what full-time instructors make for teaching the same class. They say it's hard to make a living on the part-time work. Today they held a rally at the hub on campus and they asked supporters to fill out a card stating their concerns for part-timers. Those cards will be mailed to Governor Gary Locke.
People know that they will understand that that's not a good situation, it's not a fair situation, it's not good for either our students or for our ability to live on our incomes.
The Washington Federation of Teachers will submit the cards to the governor on Monday.
Well, the teenage problem in Yakima County may not be as bad as some people have portrayed over the years. Betsy Nagel-McNaughton, who's the director of youth services at the Project Change, says we need to recognize the good. Statistics show that Yakima County has almost double the rate of teenage pregnancy compared to Washington State. About 2 teens get pregnant in Yakima County each day. But Nagel-McNaughton says there's another way to look at it. 92% of girls ages 15 to 17 don't get pregnant, 99% are not in drug treatment programs, and 99% of teens are not involved in violent crimes. Nagel-McNaughton says youth need encouragement. She says one of the ways to do that is to recognize those that aren't participating in high-risk behaviors.
The next time you consider hiding your purse under your car seat, remember this. Police say thieves are scouting out shopping mall parking lots. They're looking for loot. As KAPP 35's Kirsten Joyce reports, students in parking lots on campuses are targets too.
Our stereo ripped off doesn't sound good. Just ask Valerie Stoffer what it's like to drive without music.
It's awful. It's like you really hear like the problems of your car and stuff like that.
Valerie was on her way back from a fall sports banquet at Kennewick High School. She noticed her window was broken and her stereo and purse gone.
It made me feel very violated. I was very upset, and I felt that like the security wasn't very good because I was just in there for an hour at the most, and it happened in such a short time.
It's amazing how fast these people can move.
Kennewick High School Principal Dottie Stevens says the amount of car prowl incidents increased during basketball season. Stevens is reminding students through a public bulletin how to avoid becoming the next victim.
The basic cautions: first thing, lock your car. 2, if you have anything that's valuable, get it out of sight. Lock it, cover it, don't leave it in plain view.
Let's see if this is focusing on that truck.
High School Vice Principal Mike Guajardo in Pasco is taking security one step further. He is installing 4 cameras outside the high school, in addition to the 12 inside.
They'll be more likely not to get near this area because we can identify them.
Of course, he says this won't stop everyone, but he hopes it will deter the majority. But the best deterrent is making sure you don't leave any valuables inside your car. For Safe Neighborhoods, Kirsten Joyce, Total News.
School administrators in the region say they hire more security guards to patrol the parking lots during basketball season. But again, security guards can only be in one place at one time, so it's up to you to make sure that you don't leave anything desirable visible in your car.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Our weather expert Thom Spencer says, hey, we could get some snow tonight.
Huh?
If we do, it should be mixed with rain, so it shouldn't stick, but you want to be careful on the roads anyway. We'll talk about that more in just a moment. Right now, let's check out conditions in the valley tonight.
Will she say, I love it? You shouldn't have. It's just what I wanted. Or will she say, nothing at all? The Diamond Solitaire Necklace. This Christmas goes straight for the heart.
A diamond is forever. De Beers.
Evan Petty calls it hot, deliciously hot. Rob DeMars raves, it's spontaneous consumption. It's a story of heat and redemption. From the creators of the Domino's Heat Wave, an epic offer. Order a deliciously hot Domino's pizza. Get a free movie rental from Blockbuster Video when you rent another. Hot Domino's Pizza, a hot movie from Blockbuster Video. If you can't take the heat, get out of the doorway. Now get 2 medium pizzas with up to 3 toppings for $13.99. Domino's, delivering 1 million smiles a day.
Are you tired of the same 3 restaurants you always pick for lunch or dinner? Then please consider the Apple Tree Restaurant next time out. With a beautiful view of the golf course and Cascade Mountain Range, Apple Tree is perfect for a business lunch, a quick bite, or an evening of fine dining. Our extensive menu features breakfast, lunch, and dinner with brunch every Sunday from 9 to 2. And when you're done enjoying your meal, browse through the Pro Shop and Clothier, where you're sure to find just the right equipment or fashions. Welcome to the Apple Tree at 88th and Occidental.
What do you give a person who has everything? This year, send the very best to that someone special. A gift of health. A box of sweet, crunchy Washington apples from McBros, the gift pack people. Make your holiday shopping easy. Pick up the phone and call 965-10. Call 965-1010, or you can find us on the internet. Prices start at just $26.95, and McBros will include a handwritten message inside. Call now to ensure a Christmas delivery. McBros apples have the snap that will keep you coming back.
They say their plastic surgeon disfigured them. He says not true. Is he or isn't he board certified? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Weather with Thom Spencer is next on the local news hour. KAPP ABC.
The jet stream is still south of us, and that means we're still getting some cool air, but at least the moisture now is also tracking a little bit to the south of us. On the satellite picture, this had been a very big system pushing our way, and it's gradually starting to break up, and the tail end of it has sort of dropped down California way. It doesn't look like it's going to give us too much trouble over the next bit. We still have a nice big counterclockwise spin here, so some of the clouds are going to come back around and keep the threat of showers or maybe an occasional snowflake in the forecast for the next couple of days, but it has improved quite a bit. And it's not as cold as it might have been. The wind pattern, bringing winds up from the southwest, has kept all of that cold air up in Canada and north, so it's really not that bad of a weather pattern right now. Okay, tonight's weather trivia question has to do with the weather over the entire Northwest. I'm going to say that many parts of the Northwest are getting twice the normal rainfall so far this season. So far this season, stick that at the front, many parts of the Northwest are getting 2 times the normal rainfall. I almost said phone call for some reason. You tell us if that's true or false. We'll answer that a little bit later on in the weather. We'll also give you the 5-day forecast, which has some things in there you want to know about.
The only way to detect lung cancer is with a chest x-ray, until now.
A new device can detect cancer missed by x-rays earlier and easier. See how in tonight's NewsHour Discovery.
Patrick Flynn had been smoking for 50 years when he decided to get regular chest x-rays to check for lung cancer.
Everyone who had cancer discovered via chest x-rays seemed to be dying.
That's when Flynn enrolled in a study led by Dr. Claudia Henschke of New York Hospital Cornell Medical Center, using CT screening or CAT scans to detect lung cancer. One CAT scan revealed a small tumor in Flynn's lung that x-rays had missed, and doctors treated it successfully. Early results of the study on 1,000 smokers and former smokers like Flynn show that CT screening detects lung cancers 3 times as accurately as chest x-rays and catches the tumors early enough to greatly improve patients' chances of beating the disease.
They really have a 90% chance of 90 or better chance of survival, whereas if you waited till you had symptoms, for 40 years it hasn't changed. It's been 10%.
CT screening is quick, it takes about 90 seconds, and not too expensive, costing about as much as an x-ray. But for people like Patrick Flynn, it may also turn out to be a lifesaver.
I'm absolutely convinced that the only reason that we're here talking this afternoon is because of the procedure at New York Hospital, the CAT scan.
Good to know.
Yep.
New technology always helping. Salmon season is over.
In tonight's Northwest Sportsman, we'll take you to a fish hatchery to prepare for next season.
A baby changes your life, and free and low-cost federal booklets can help. Call toll-free 1-888-8-PUEBLO.
They clean them. They polish them. They lavish them with extras. Maybe the reason Dodge Ram owners take such good care of their trucks is that their trucks take such good care of them. Dodge Ram, winner of Strategic Vision's Total Quality Award 4 years running. The rules have changed. See the friendly Northwest Dodge dealer near you.
price is arbitrary. You buy new, you pay the price. You buy at Value Village, the original price has disappeared. The value's still there. You get it, right?
Now double your value at Value Village's big winter clearance sale this Saturday, December 5th. Save 50% throughout the store, including clothing for the entire family, household items, and books. Over 4,000 quality items arriving daily.
It's a store full of great things for people that know the difference between price and value.
The retirement sale for the Yakima Diamond Center is in progress, and everything goes. We even have Black Hills Gold marked down at 50% off. Many items in the store are marked at 70% off. This coming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Ken Flax, the owner, is giving away 200 chains each day to the first 200 people at 12 noon. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Yakima Diamond Center. Be there.
Pepperoni? Hawaiian. Pepperoni? Hawaiian. Papa Murphy's has the perfect solution. Papa Murphy's Perfect Pizza. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. We start with nearly a pound of 3 cheeses on our fresh crust. Top half with loads of premium Gallo pepperoni. Top the other with juicy Dole brand pineapple and real Canadian bacon. Papa Murphy's Perfect Pizza. Now just $6.99.
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake.
All the premium taste without the premium price. Whoa.
At 5:19, it's now 39 degrees. Taking a look at the top stories from around the Northwest, most of Boeing's new job cuts will fall on workers in Seattle, Everett, and Renton. The company announced 20,000 more cuts yesterday, and it'll reduce its production. The total job loss will be about 50,000 by the year 2000. Boeing's chairman says the economic crisis in Asia is hitting home. Asian airlines are largely responsible for reductions in the 747 program. The jumbo jet is Boeing's most profitable airliner.
Seattle is celebrating the life of John Stanford. The Seattle school superintendent died Saturday from complications with leukemia. A district spokesperson says Stanford loved the kids and the kids loved him. A service for his family was held this morning in Seattle. He'll be buried Friday at Arlington National Cemetery, and a memorial will be held tonight at 7 on the University of Washington campus. His sons will speak about their dad. Also in Seattle, Microsoft's chairman is sharing his wealth. Bill Gates is donating millions of dollars to help immunize kids in third world countries. Gates and his wife are supposed to make an announcement about the gift tomorrow in New York City. About 3 million children die each year from diseases, including hepatitis B and meningitis. Vaccines are available to help American children, but there's a wait up to 15 years before kids can get these basic shots in third world countries. Gates says something has to be done about this inequity.
Farmers in the Northwest are watching how the Asian financial crisis is affecting their livelihoods. Washington farmers do a lot of business with foreign countries, and they've noticed a dramatic drop in business over the past year. Many farmers in the Columbia Basin say they don't expect any turnaround in the near future.
United States, but it's been serious. There hasn't been very many crops not impacted, either directly or indirectly because of that. But, you know, I'm not an economist, but everything seems to point to down the road a year or two that things will be better.
In the Tri-Cities Columbia Basin dive rescue teams believe they may have found a bomb in the Columbia River. On Sunday, divers found an object that looked like a torpedo in front of the Richland Yacht Club. During World War II, a bombing range was in the area, and this could be one of those bombs. Today, numerous agencies gathered at the Columbia Point Marina to begin a search. If it is a bomb, it'll have to be taken care of.
One would be to actually move it from where it is and take it to another site to dispose of it. If it's in a dangerous or sensitive condition, then the safest option would be to take care of it where it's sitting.
Because of bad weather and poor visibility, the search was put on hold until tomorrow morning.
An Oregon woman is accused of stealing money from the teachers union. Karen Talaski used to teach middle school. She was the treasurer of the Morrow County Education Association. Prosecutors say Talaski embezzled more than $9,000 from the teachers union. Some of the money came from a college scholarship fund.
Mychal Limric joins us now with the Northwest Sportsman.
Yeah, big fish in the water. Fish hatcheries are hard at work this time of year. While salmon fishing season is over, hatcheries are preparing for next year. Daryl Romaine has more in tonight's Northwest Sportsman.
It is nature's way for salmon to die after spawning. And here it happens by the binful. These are fish that start and end their lives at the Priest Rapids Hatchery.
Your fall chinook are your biggest fish species as far as salmon go. I've heard of some 55-pounders being caught, and that's an awesome fish for this far inland.
Hatchery manager Paul Peterson stands 441 miles from the ocean, overseeing the taking of millions of salmon eggs. It is done each November to make up for the loss of spawning grounds when dams like Priest Rapids were built.
Oh, I think we're doing a pretty good job.
More than 6 million salmon fry are raised and released here, a valuable stock for commercial, tribal, and sport fisheries. These are the survivors, adults returning to spawn, their numbers making this a bright spot in salmon recovery.
We've seen our runs increase. The last 3 or 4 years, 5 years, we've been getting about approximately up to 14,000 adult returns here.
The hatchery effort is boosted by abundant water, helping make this strain of salmon strong. They are fish that fulfill nature's plan with a helping hand from man.
Still to come tonight on your local news hour. And tonight's top story update at 5:28, Ellensburg police investigate an alleged case of child abuse. And at 5:29, Yakima Valley Community College fights for better wages. Join weather expert Thom Spencer at 5:32 for your total forecast. At 51 after the news hour, top honors for a local college star. And at 5:58, on-the-job training for local teens. Stay tuned. Your local news hour continues in a moment.
Ah, the wonder of another holiday season. Visions of sugar plums, and of course, the Toys R Us Gifts for Your Little Angels at a heck of a price holiday toy clearance sale. Up to 50% off on the toys, games, and video games you want to get. 50% savings on the other gifts you have to get. 100 million in savings on toy after toy after toy. Isn't there someone special you can think of who'd love? 50% off at the Toys R Us Gifts for Your Little Angels at a heck of a price holiday toy clearance sale.
It's National Ford Truck season, and things are getting a little crazy.
If I had the money, tell you what I'd do.
During Ford Truck season, I got a 99 Ranger Super Cab 4x4x4. Yeah, it's the only pickup its size with 4 doors. And the 1.9 financing saves me over $56 a month in interest. That adds up to over $2,000. And the 1.9 is on any Ranger. Yeah, I'm crazy about my Ford truck.
Come on and get crazy about the best-selling, best-built trucks during National Ford Truck season.
Do more than give her a ring. Give her a ring of fire. Do more than surprise her with a diamond. Totally rock her world. You know Shopko for quality. Now come to us for quality diamonds. Genuine, fully cut diamond jewelry. Now it's 60% off. Do more than find a diamond that's cut right. Find one that's priced right. Shopko. Your lifestyle, your price style.
Take me to Cloverleaf, where everyone's a child and the smiles are free. For fun in the family, it's a place to be. 'Cause Santa has a helper if you just believe. And take me to Cloverleaf, take me to Cloverleaf, take me to Cloverleaf. You'll find a Christmas memory.
You're watching the Local News Hour with Dana Cowley and Issa Arnita, KAPP ABC.
At 5:26, it's now 38 degrees. Our weather expert Thom Spencer is tracking the latest weather patterns with our Doppler radar. He'll have the full forecast in just about 5 minutes.
Our top story tonight, a shocking case of alleged child abuse in Ellensburg.
A 17-month-old boy is in the care of Child Protective Services, and 2 people, including the mother, are behind bars tonight. KAPP 35's Alex Peach has been following the story. He joins us now live from the newsroom.
Issa, Dana, late this afternoon, 24-year-old Wilbur Allen appeared in Kittitas County Superior Court on suspicion of first-degree child abuse. The boy's mother, 20-year-old Shannon Hostetter, was arrested today at Kittitas Valley Community Hospital. That's where the young boy was treated for bruises, burns, a broken wrist, and severe malnutrition. Ellensburg police are calling this their worst case of apparent child abuse in recent memory. And this isn't the first time they've been called to this apartment. Early November, a neighbor suspected the child was being abused and called police. They checked, but Captain Bob Ritchie says at that time the boy was in good health.
I think that's probably what made the case as emotional for the officers involved in this. Was the officers were involved in both of these investigations, and realizing how much the health of that child had diminished over that period of time.
This boy was released from Kittitas Valley Community Hospital this morning. He's now in the custody of Child Protective Services.
Okay, thanks, Alex. That's KAPP 35's Alex Peach reporting live in the newsroom. Part-time college faculty across the state rallied today to try to make some changes to their paychecks. They say they're not paid fairly. KAPP 35's Laura Jevnikar met with some YVCC instructors who say they're taking their case to the governor.
Gail Perlman has been teaching English part-time at Yakima Valley Community College for about a year. She says she's frustrated because part-time instructors like her make only 40% of what a full-time instructor receives for teaching the very same class. Today, some of those teachers protested in order to get the message across about unequal pay.
We think if people know that they will understand that that's not a good situation, it's not a fair situation, it's not good for either our students or for our ability to live on our incomes.
To make ends meet, Perlman teaches 2 classes here, 2 at Heritage College and 1 at Central Washington University's Yakima campus. Because she can't get full-time work, she doesn't get health coverage in the summertime and receives no retirement benefits. She says it's time Governor Locke did something to increase state funding for full-time teachers.
We would like him to support equal pay for equal work.
Today, students and other faculty could show their support for the part-timers by filling out these cards that will be sent to the governor. Perlman says she knows she could probably make better money if she chose another career, but for her that's something she'd rather not do.
Teaching is the only job I've ever had that I found worth getting up for in the morning, and I'll definitely keep doing it.
She says there's something special about watching students learn and grow, and that's something she could never put a price tag on. Covering Yakima, I'm Laura Jevnikar, Total News.
Perlman says the Washington Federation of Teachers will submit the card supporting equal pay for part-time teachers to Governor Locke on Monday.
Washington's embattled beekeepers are working with the State Department of Ag to try to improve their troubling situation. Many beekeepers have been forced out of business in recent years because of bee kills. The state is working to reduce the bee kills caused by ag pesticide use, but some beekeepers are angry now about paying state registration and pollination fees because of their financial situation. State leaders say without the fees, they wouldn't be able to operate a bee program to support the beekeepers. There is a new survey out. It collected input from the state's beekeepers about how the state can best serve their needs, and that's going to be used to create an action plan this winter. Well, 'tis the season to go shopping, and it's not just the huge companies like Macy's and JCPenney's that are using the internet now to sell their products. Companies right here in Yakima are onto it too. You'll find several businesses online. How about McBros Gift Pack Center? You can order some fresh Washington apples grown right off the net. Another company taking advantage of this technology is Yakima's Baby Jogger Company. Anything found in this building can also be found on your screen. Company leaders say they get about 50 emails a day from around the world. They send out 1,000 brochures a month in response to online customers.
The first flooding of the season is happening in the lower valley. Sadis Creek is spilling over its banks near the area of West Sadis Road. A long stretch of the road has been closed. It's completely covered by water. Mountain runoff is to blame for the high water. It's also forcing logs and other debris to pile up against some of the lower bridges. Crews are busy clearing the debris in an effort to keep the water flowing. Authorities also want to remind you it's very dangerous to drive on these flooded roads.
And speaking of weather like that, our expert forecaster is back with the full forecast, and he says Mother Nature may be giving us a little break from the bad storms.
At least the chance of rain and snow are easing up, but the temperatures are still going to be on the cool side. Now you can see that on this map that shows you tonight will be generally in the 30s throughout the region, and then as the temperature bands shift tomorrow, not a whole lot of change. We're only going to get up to near 40. And for the most part, that's going to be in the 30s for the valley and for surrounding areas. Here's the system that's over us. It's really about the most active weather system in the U.S. And you can see that it's just very gently kind of making its way down this way. The top edge of the system is eroding, and that's what we've been under. And so we're getting a little bit of a break. Now again, there's still a nice spin on this, and so it's going to bring some clouds back around over us and threaten some rain, but it really shouldn't be anything too dramatic. You can see today it really wasn't. You get a nice picture here. You can see how the storm gradually shifts to the north and south today. You get rain up here, and then it drops down to the south as that system starts to break off. So kind of an interesting weather pattern. All right, we're out over the Pacific. There's Washington, there's Oregon. We're just going to drop down very slowly and take a look at the systems today that were over us. This is when most of the rain was scattered through Washington, but again, it sort of made it up to the Cascade Curtain, and then it stopped. We did have some rain in southeastern Washington and Idaho, but generally central Washington came out of it pretty good today. Considering the cloud cover, things shaped up pretty dry. Okay, in the forecast for tonight, we do have a chance of snow continuing. They'd be isolated showers, and any snow would be mixed with rain. Rain or snow tonight with the overnight low at 31, so it doesn't look like anything will stick on the ground. Winds will be out of the west between 5 and 15 miles an hour. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy, just a 20% chance of showers, and if any showers do show up, they could be snow or rain. Winds will be west 5 to 15 miles an hour. Cooling gray in Ellensburg, that same 20% chance of rain or snow. 36 for the high in the Kittitas Valley with winds west to about 15. The 5-day forecast, the same kind of weather tomorrow will hold through Saturday. Then Sunday and Monday, it's going to be considerably cooler, and we could see snow either one of those days. So it looks like a couple of days where we might see a scattered shower, but in general it should be pretty nice. Recapping the weather trivia tonight, many parts of the Northwest are getting twice the normal rainfall. True or false? Meanwhile, our website winner this week for trivia is Yasmin Kalish of Richland. Yasmin told us who narrated the classic ABC series The Untouchables. You remember Elliot Ness? Well, that was Walter Winchell who did that. If you'd like to get in on the website trivia contest and win a t-shirt, go to kapptv.com and look for the website trivia icon. Click on it, answer the question correctly, and you're in the drawing.
That's the way you win prizes. Thanks, Tom. Well, do you drink grapefruit juice with your daily medications?
Next, Dr. Bob says if you're taking medicine with grapefruit juice, it might be a bad combination.
Dunbar Jewelers, downtown in the Larson Building.
Thanks for the roof over my head.
For lots of good food.
For people who care.
From all the people you've helped, thank you for giving to the Salvation Army.
Thank you. It's beautiful. Ребята, ну что же вы делаете? Вы как дети.
An abundance of riches awaits you this holiday season at Target. Gifts of silver, gifts of gold. Trim the tree and make the home.
Want to tell me why you were driving backwards, pal? I'm just bringing home some Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza. The pizza you eat backwards. I'm not in the wrong here, am I?
You're getting a warning.
I want my lawyer.
Just a warning.
Okay, he's here.
It's a mop.
It's my lawyer.
It's a mop.
It's the Pizza Powered PlayStation giveaway. Right now for $9.99, buy a large one-topping Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza and get a PlayStation demo disc with cool games like Crash Bandicoot, Warped, and more, and a chance to win $200,000.
I am his lawyer. What's your badge number? I know the mayor.
Every day, the Union Gospel Mission serves up to 500 meals to hungry people in the Yakima Valley. Now there's an easy way you can help. For just $1.57, you can add a mission meal to your shopping bill. Look for one of these mission coupons at the checkout of your favorite store. Hand it to the cashier and add $1.57, the cost of a mission meal, to your total purchase. Make a difference this holiday season with the Union Gospel Mission.
At 37 minutes after the news hour, it's 37 degrees. Does a little extra cash sound handy? You can earn up to $1,000 if you can help Crime Stoppers. Tonight, they're searching for 2 felons from Wapato. Crime Stoppers need your help to find Ricardo Guzman. He's also known as Fred Villa. He's wanted on drug charges. He stands 5'10", weighs 180 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes, and his last known address was on Olden Way in Wapato. Crime Stoppers also wants to find Dwayne Luton. He escaped from community custody. He stands 5'11", weighs 190 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes, and his last known address was Osborne Drive in Wapato. Call Crime Stoppers. Perhaps you can help.
If you have information on any felony case, call Crime Stoppers. Your anonymous tip could be worth up to $1,000 cash reward. Call Crime Stoppers at 248-9980 or 1-800-248-9980. We don't want your name, we just want your information.
Moving on to tonight's Health Watch, there may be a new weapon in the fight against breast cancer. Breast cancer rates are growing. It used to affect 1 out of 14. Now it's 1 out of 8. Dozens of scientist studies point to the breast cancer diet connection. Doctors say a vegetable-based diet offers protection against cancer. Studies show women whose diet is based on meat, cheese, butter, and milk are at a higher risk of getting breast cancer. Alcohol and genetics also play a role.
Waking up and drinking a fresh glass of grapefruit juice is certainly refreshing. But what if you're taking medication? Dr. Bob Lanier says grapefruit juice and drugs just don't mix.
If you take a cholesterol drug like Mevacor and drink a glass of grapefruit juice, you get the effect of 10 or 15 tablets. Now at first you might think, hey, I can cut my dose and drink grapefruit juice and save money. It doesn't work that way, though. It's undependable because grapefruit juice affects metabolism differently every day and affects every person differently. Older people may be especially sensitive. Grapefruit juice affects an important enzyme called CYP3A4. Get a pencil. There will be a quiz in a minute. No quiz. Just remember that grapefruit juice and drugs like Valium, Xanax, cyclosporin, caffeine, and calcium channel blockers do not mix. So will your doctor warn you about these interactions? Not likely. Pharmacists, on the other hand, are on top of it already and probably will give you a printout with your prescription. For the 60-second house call, I'm Dr. Bob Lanier.
Taking a quick glance at the top stories now from around the USA. At NASA, the space shuttle Endeavour is ready for liftoff. It's supposed to take off tomorrow. Endeavour will be carrying the second piece of an international space station. Last month, the Russians launched the first piece. Forecasters say the predicted cloudy weather and rain reduces the chances of the launch. The weather is even iffy at the shuttle's emergency landing sites in Spain and Morocco. When the launch does happen, though, the shuttle will have a 6-person crew for the 11-day flight. In Washington, D.C., the federal government threw an online switch today. Now 18 through 25-year-old males can register for selective services on the Internet. Selective services, the government's way of tracking men available for military draft in wartime. Almost 2 million men are required to register each year. It used to take a trip to the post office and filling out a form. Then it took the government about 90 days to acknowledge that they received it. Now registration is virtually instantaneous. You can link to the government site from our webpage. Around the states, an oil slump is bringing gas consumers a gift for the holidays. This week, the average retail price of regular unleaded gas dipped to 97 cents a gallon. Last year, prices averaged at about $1.15. The decline in oil prices is also providing a lump of coal for drillers and refiners. It's also keeping U.S. manufacturers' costs down. This contributes to cheaper electricity and reducing the chances of inflation. The low gas price is a contributing factor in yesterday's merger between Exxon and Mobil.
Now we turn to the top stories around the world. In China, an earthquake has destroyed several houses in a rural village, but there are no reports of casualties from yesterday's initial shock. The quake registered 5.1 on the Richter scale. It followed a succession of earthquakes in recent weeks. Residents are still struggling to recover. The area is in a remote region of China's Yunnan province. Residents have been hit by 4 strong earthquakes in the last 2 months. Seismologists say there could be more in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, more problems are surfacing for the West Bank peace plan. The Israeli government is stopping further troop withdrawals. Leaders are waiting for the Palestinians to comply with a list of demands. Those include a promise to publicly abandon a plan to declare a state next year. Israel says it's responding to recent attacks on a soldier and a civilian. An angry Palestinian mob dragged the soldier out of a car and beat him. The attack was even shown on Israeli television. In Australia, the government is investing millions of dollars in firefighting measures after a slew of fires. The new resources will include a fleet of water bombers and 800 extra fire personnel, especially for rural areas. Right now, there are many fires burning. 5 firefighters are dead after battling a brush fire yesterday. 200 firefighters and about 40 trucks and 5 planes tried to keep the blaze under control, but at the same time, another major blaze was burning.
Up next, Thom Spencer has the answer to tonight's weather trivia.
And you still have time to email us your thoughts about a case of possible child abuse in Ellensburg. Send us your comment.
Health Watch is brought to you by Shopko.
Do more than discover jewelry. Discover gold. Put more than your arms around. Surround her with gold. At Shopko, all 14-karat gold jewelry and Black Hills gold jewelry is now 70% off. Do more than wear precious metal. Do it for precious little. Shopko, your lifestyle, your price style.
Shopping's a holiday at Broadmoor Park Outlet Mall, and we've got the perfect gift for everyone on your list. We have just what you're looking for, and we have it for less, with savings of up to 70% every day. So what are you waiting for? Shop Broadmoor Park Outlet Mall and find all your holiday bargains.
Savings that you're looking for, store after store at Broadmoor.
At Walmart, there's so many things to shop for. Oh.
That's one of the exciting times for us is shopping for Christmas.
Look at this. We have 5 grandsons and 2 granddaughters.
They can always say, Papa, I need this and I need this.
Oh, isn't that the cutest thing? We shop all year long at Walmart. Why should it be any different at Christmas?
We don't have time to run all over to different stores because at our age, running all over is not an option.
Tire sales and service. Few places know how to handle winter better. We know snow and snow tires better than anyone else. We know how to get your car ready for winter driving. We check fluids and change antifreeze, inspect brakes and steering, sell new and used snow tires, wheels and chains. Drive with confidence this winter. Experience the TSS difference and get ready for winter at Tire Sales and Service.
Child abuse is more widespread than you might realize. Thousands and thousands of cases go unreported each year, making the abuse statistics inaccurate.
Alex Peach joins us now live from the NewsHour Net Center with a helpful website for victims of abuse.
Issa, the incident in Ellensburg reminds us of the reality of child abuse. 1 out of every 5 children has suffered through some sort of abuse in their life. It takes a lifetime to heal the wounds that child abuse can leave on a person. Now, there is some help available, and much of it can be found on the internet. This is a website called Child Abuse Statistics Research and Resources. It's written by Jim Hopper, who is a psychologist who has spent much of his life researching the lasting effects of child abuse. There's a lot of information about what to look for to diagnose child abuse and what to do once you've found it. So it might be worth checking out if you've experienced child abuse in your life. Reporting live in the NewsHour Net Center, I'm Alex Peach.
And as Alex mentioned in his earlier story, if you have suspicions, why not report it? Be safe than sorry.
Not a bad idea.
Our weather expert Thom Spencer is back with the traveler's forecast, and he says it is rainy around parts of the state.
Yeah, again, although things look like they're clearing up a bit for the valley, we have those systems spinning around us, so the outer areas will continue to get some rain and snow, and that shows on the traveler's forecast. Seattle with some scattered showers. Snoqualmie will have snow falling. Scattered showers and maybe even thunder showers for Portland, high of 46. Spokane Spokane will just get up to 35 and could have scattered rain or snow tomorrow. Our temperatures, again, on the cool side, 36 degrees for the high tomorrow at Ellensburg and 39 for the Valley and Lower Valley. It's not going to get much warmer than that, only 42 degrees at the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. Okay, tonight's weather trivia question. Many parts of the Northwest are getting twice the normal rainfall. True or false? Well, if it seemed wet to you this year so far, it is. That answer is true. In fact, since the 1st of November, we've had many areas that have gone double the normal amount of rainfall. Astoria, Oregon being the worst. It normally gets about 10 inches by this time. It's over 21 right now. Seattle also more than double. Portland and Medford. We're a little bit above normal, but we're not quite double, so we're still doing okay. And again, we do have some showers tonight, but it looks like tomorrow you'll see some sun breaks and maybe just a fewer snowflakes and raindrops.
Oh, we're going to have a mixed bag of tricks, it sounds like.
We'll take the sunshine.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Mychal Limric joins us now with sports.
Yeah, maybe a little sports sunshine.
Hey, we love sports sunshine.
Hopefully not too much rain in sports. It's a tale a local guy makes good in the NFL. We'll tell you who won what today. Seattle Supersonics star Gary Payton is updating his passport. We'll tell you why. And the Yakima Sun Kings are on a roll after corralling the Idaho Stampede at the Yakima Valley Sun Dome. Here comes the hoops, and here comes the sports.
So Jan and I are having lunch, and we noticed this striking woman. I mean, she could have been a model. She was wearing this great lipstick. It was a hot new color. I gotta ask you, where did you get that lipstick? Rite Aid. And so I buy it, and I try it, and I hate it. But Rite Aid's got that risk-free cosmetics money-back guarantee, so I got my money back, and I bought this.
Great lipstick.
Where'd you get it? Rite Aid. Really?
Rite Aid. It's not just a store, it's a solution.
Have a very Merry Christmas at your Yakima Mall. Enter to win a cute Christmas bear at any mall store. Each store is giving one away every week. Your Yakima Mall is a place you'll find everything on your Christmas list, with 4 major department stores and many great specialty shops. And when you need a break, stop by the beautiful new food court. The kids can see Santa and get a free coloring book and crayons. And make sure to visit the giant teddy bear. So start your shopping now at the Yakima Mall and have a very Merry Christmas.
Price is arbitrary. You buy new, you pay the price. You buy at Value Village, the original price has disappeared. The value's still there. You get it, right?
Now double your value at Value Village's big winter clearance sale this Saturday, December 5th. Save 50% throughout the store, including clothing for the entire family, household items, and books. Over 4,000 quality items arriving daily.
It's a store full of great things for people that know the difference between price and value.
As we prepare for this joyous Christmas season, we at McKinney's Auto Glass want to thank you, our customers, for the privilege of serving you this past year. And we want to wish all of you a blessed and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your families, count your blessings, and let's remember the reason we are celebrating, the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Happy holidays.
Music is fun, and you can play too.
At www.playmusic.org.
Sports with Mychal Limric is next on the local news hour. KAPP ABC.
Former Central Washington University quarterback Jon Kitna is now the stuff of headlines in the NFL. The league is honoring Kitna today as the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Kitna led the Hawks to a come-from-behind win over the Tennessee Oilers Sunday at the Kingdome. He replaced quarterback Warren Moon in the starting lineup and showed poise and confidence in leading the Hawks back from the brink of defeat. Kitna tossed 2 touchdown passes, including a pinpoint strike to Hawk receiver James McKnight. This is the first time in Kitna's career that he has won Player of the Week honors. Seahawk coach Dennis Erickson says Kitna will start for the remainder of the season. The Hawks will play in New York Sunday against the New York Jets. Well, the Yakety Yak at the Yak Shack tonight is men's college basketball hoopla. Translated into plain English, the Yakima Valley Yaks are set to host Mount Hood tonight at 7 o'clock at Shearer Gym. We'll swish highlights your way tonight at the local news at 11 o'clock. The Sun Kings are back in the driver's seat. The Yakima Sun Kings rolling over the visiting Idaho Stampede at the Sun Dome last night. shooting very well from the outside. Randy Woods with the smooth moves after the smooth hoop. Sun Kings running down the floor. Carlos Daniel, the former Wazoo star, with the hoop right there. Everybody hitting on all cylinders. Sherelle Ford, the former Sonic Ford, with the Mustang-like dunk right there. The Sun Kings improved their record to 3-5 on the season, despite their funny name that I just gave them. Yakima hosts the Grand Rapids Hoops Friday night at 7:05. Gary Payton's place may very well be overseas this basketball season. The Sonic point guard says he's ready to play hoops in Europe if the NBA season is canceled. Payton will lose $13 million if the season goes down the tubes. He could earn several million back by playing in Europe. Payton's agent says the Sonic All-Star is looking into a one-year option that would allow him to return to the NBA next season. The league is currently locking out all of its players. Now, while Payton looks to possibly reign in Spain, the Seattle Reign are looking to reign in Seattle. We know it always rains in Seattle, but the Women's League Seattle Reign usually don't rain or play at Seattle's Key Arena. They will play there, however, on the day after Christmas. The move will help Key Arena financially with the loss of all the Sonic games due to the men's season being canceled so far. The top college basketball team in the Pacific Northwest is licking its wounds today. The 15th-ranked Washington Huskies met up with a bigger and meaner dog last night in Chicago. The top-ranked Connecticut Huskies battling the guys from Seattle. Connecticut off to a good start until the Huskies. Dion Luton gets the hoop right there, but Connecticut, #1 in the country and built to stay that way. Richard Hamilton, their big star, the All-American forward, with the hoop right there. Khalid Al-Amin, their talented point guard, also scoring big for Connecticut. The Connecticut Huskies win this one 69-48. Washington falls to 4-1 on the season. Connecticut beat Washington last year in the NC2A national playoffs. You would think $53 million would bring a smile to the face of former Mariner star Randy Johnson. Instead, the XM is busy taking offense at his critics' suggestions that Johnson didn't give his all last season. Johnson says nonsense. He only wants to talk about his new team, the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I'm coming here because I feel the team can win, first and foremost, and also my family will be comfortable here. You know, there's no other reason than that. If I felt this team was going to lose, I would not be here.
The Diamondbacks signed the big unit to a 4-year contract on Monday. He's still a little upset that people are making those statements that he may have not given his all with the M's last year. But we'll see this year with Arizona how well he pitches.
Yeah. Michael, thank you very much. Thom Spencer has your pinpoint forecast coming right up.
Also up next, a special visitor at KAPP gets on-the-job training.
Shopping during the holidays can be really expensive. You buy something for Dad? Something for Sis? Well, when are you going to do something for yourself? Well, during Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event. Treat yourself to the Chevy car or truck of your dreams. With APR financing as low as 0.9% or big cash back on a huge selection of Chevrolet vehicles. The perfect Chevy is waiting just for you. So do something for yourself this year at your Chevy dealer's Make Your Money Count year-end event. It's the season for you.
The retirement sale for the Yakima Diamond Center is in progress, and everything goes. We even have Black Hills Gold marked down at 50% off. Many items in the store are marked at 70% off. This coming Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Ken Flax, the owner, is giving away 200 chains each day to the first 200 people at 12 noon. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Yakima Diamond Center. Be there.
Hey, we both know you don't know what you're doing. Don't grab me, grab the phone and call Advantage Plumbing. Their 24-hour service techs will be here in no time to get your repairs made and your leaks fixed. These guys really know what they're doing. Whether you need a hot water heater replaced, adjust the water pressure, leaks of any kind, or clean out that really clogged drain, Advantage Plumbing can do it all. Before you know it, Advantage Plumbing is done and you're on your way to enjoying life again. Don't you deserve Advantage Plumbing?
It's Christmas at B&C Sewing with gifts for that special woman on your list. The new Asante sewing machine will amaze you. Its ability to embroider is unrivaled. Serging has never been easier than with the new Baby Locks Eclipse. It puts serging in a whole new light. Royal Vacuums provide a better way to clean your home, from the heavy-duty model to the portable, efficient Dirt Devil. And you'll find notions at up to 40% off. Gift-giving ideas this holiday season from B&C Sewing. Happy holidays.
They say their plastic surgeon disfigured them. He says not true. Is he or isn't he board certified? Watch the next Inside Edition.
If you have an interesting story idea or would like to comment on a news story, type in KAPP News at kapptv.com and get connected.
Thom is back with the Pinpoint forecast, and tonight he takes us to a town that I've never heard of.
It's so small, in fact, I thought I was looking at Arizona until I took a closer look. It's Arnita, Washington. It's just a little bit northwest of Spokane, and despite the deserty sounding name, it's going to have some cool weather tomorrow. Mostly cloudy, a chance of showers, either snow or rain, and a high of just 34 at Arnita. The winds will be out of the west to about 15 miles an hour. Today's worst weather again comes from the northwest. 7 Devil's Wayside in Oregon had rain again, and they've only had 6 dry days since November 1st, so it definitely has been wet. Remember, 23 days until Christmas. I hope you're getting in the spirit and at least getting your shopping in. That's it for weather. Be prepared tonight for some showers, tomorrow some improvement.
Thanks, Tom. Educators throughout the valley are working hard to give their students on-the-job training. Isabel Sanchez spent the day at our television studio yesterday. She went out on the news stories that we covered and got hands-on experience. Sanchez is a freshman at Toppenish High School. She wants to get in a job in television. Right now she's working at the radio KDNA in Granger. Her experience yesterday was part of Toppenish's job shadowing program. Sanchez says it's given her a good opportunity to learn.
It's been a real good opportunity, and it's been a good chance for me to learn. It's a good chance for people who want to learn about communications. It's been a good experience. It's more important to be there in person on the job. You learn more that way.
Each year, Toppenish schools send out about 200 students to participate in the School to Work program.
If you're just tuning in to the KAPP Local News Hour, here's a quick look at today's top stories. Ellensburg police are looking to an alleged case of child abuse. A 17-month-old has been treated for a broken wrist, burns, and malnutrition. 2 people are in custody.
Teenage pregnancy in Yakima County may not be